Today we're going to be ranking the best cool math games of all time. Yes, the ones you played during school when you were supposed to be doing your homework. Before we get into the video, please go down there and hit that subscribe button. It really helps my channel and it's free. Alright, let's get right into it. Alright boys, the first game we have is this number game, I believe. I don't really remember playing this one a whole lot in school, but apparently this game is called Fibonacci. Okay, I gotta look up how to pronounce that. How do you even pronounce that?
Fibonacci.
Fibonacci. Okay, apparently this game's called Fibonacci. I never really played this one in high school, but I mean, I've seen it before, but I just never played it. We're gonna rank this game. How do you even play? What am I supposed to do? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you're supposed to try to get as many, like a super high score without filling up the entire board. All right, 1, 2, try to go over. All right, we need to combine that one. 1, 8. All right, we gotta somehow get those two 8s together. Okay, we got that. Wait, this game's a little difficult. This is like a strategy game here. I'm not the biggest fan of this game. I mean, I've seen it. It's just never piqued my interest. You guys gotta let me know if you guys played this in high school because I don't really remember ever playing this game. All right, low-key, I'm just gonna give up, boys. This is kind of taking forever. I'll rate the game. All right, what are we thinking? We thinking definitely not S tier, definitely not A tier, definitely not B tier. This game's not even close to being even B tier, I don't think. I'm gonna low-key put this one at F because it really wasn't that great. I really didn't have very much fun playing it. I think F tier is like you'd never play it again, so we're gonna put that at F. Next game is an iconic. Everyone's played this game, Duck Life, but this game's always been around. I always liked this game, but they've came out with multiple different Duck Lives though, which is kind of cool. But we'll play the original. This is Duck Life. Everybody knows what Duck Life is. Okay, at this point of the video, the audio of the game was so loud you couldn't even hear anything I was saying, so I'm gonna have to kind of explain the game through this. So basically, there's this little chicken and it eats this feed, and every time you eat the feed, the better your chicken gets. After you're done upgrading your chicken, you race different events and you see where you place comparatively to the other chickens. I eventually find out that the audio is super loud, so here's the rest of the game with audio. I hope you guys were able to hear me there because that was low-key extremely loud. Okay, we need to train running more, so we need to upgrade our chicken. Oh, shoot. Alright, I'm gonna X out the game. I think you guys get the concept of the game. I'd play this game over this game for sure, and I for sure would probably come back to this game. Like, I would define B tier as you play the game and you'd most likely come back to play it again. And I think that's what I want to rank Duck Life. I do think it's about middle tier, around the middle tier. So we'll put it at like B tier. I think that's a good spot for it. I don't know why there's Duck Life again. I think this is just two different versions of Duck Life. We'll just ignore that. Alright boys, the next game we have is Fireboy and Water Girl. I used to play this all the time. This is more of a two-player game. You'd have another person on the left side of your keyboard and another person on the right side of your keyboard, and each of you control the different elements that they have on it. So let's hop right into it and experiment the game because I haven't played it in forever. This is Fireboy and Water Girl, the Light Temple. I know all of you have played this game. Majority of people have seen this game and played it. Right now, I only have one person, so I'm gonna have to control both people. Alright, but the concept of the game is you have two people have to play the game, and you have to navigate these two characters throughout the maze. And once you get past the maze, you go to the next level, and so. And there's these little obstacles and chain reactions that you have to get on to be able to like help the other character get throughout the maze. I can't really play the game because I don't have two people. Alright boys, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play this game because I don't know how to control the other guy. Alright, but I explained the concept of the game. You guys understand it. I'll go rank this one. I think this was always, this has like been around for so long. This is kind of OG, and it was always fun to play with your friends in class. So I think I'm gonna have to rank it A or B. I'm between A and B just because it's just has a place in my heart because it's just been around for so long, and I've always liked this game. The next one we've all played for sure. I used to play this all the time in class. The front. Oh, here it is. All right, I found it. All right, the concept of this game is to get this little rectangular block throughout the maze, and you want it to fall in this little hole right here. So you want to put it right in there and you get to the next level. This game's a little more simple. I didn't realize how bad the graphics were on this game. Sometimes at the end, this game gets really difficult, but I beat it before. We gotta somehow get it right here so it can fall in. Oh, there we go. All right, we got it. All right, boys, you get the concept of the game. You roll this little rectangular block throughout the maze, and you gotta try to get it in this hole. Let's go rank this. I'm gonna give this one, honestly, I'd play this game again. I always came back to this game. It's not like I just forgot about it. So I think I'm gonna put it B tier. I don't know, A or B. No, I think it deserves a good B tier because there's not a whole lot of elements in the game, and it's kind of just a generic game. So I'm gonna put it B. But respect to this game, it was always a fun game to play in class. Everybody and their mom knows this game. Papa's Pizzeria. I know you guys play this game. All the girls in the class would play this game. I played this game a couple times, but I wasn't ever really into it. There's multiple different versions of the game. There's like, you can make pizzas, you can make drinks. I wasn't the biggest fan, so I'm gonna be a little biased on it, but I'll rank it how people think it should be ranked, not just how I perceive it. You pick a character. I'm gonna be him, skip intro, and you own this pizzeria. I'll explain it better if I'm inside the game. Order station, build station, mix station, and top station, and you have to try to make revenue by going back there. So you take the order. This person wants strawberries, vanilla. This is the order you have to put it on though, because if you don't put it on the right order, they'll give you no tip and they'll give you a bad review, and you want people to come back to your shop. So you want to take this, put it there, build section. All right, this is where you build your drink. You don't want to choose the wrong thing in the wrong order because then they'll give you a bad grade on it and a bad review. All right, now we need to follow the steps. So we got to add whipped cream, chocolate syrup, sprinkles. Where's the sprinkles? All right, now cherries. Drag this order here. They eat it and they review it, and you get a percentage on how well you did at that station. Pretty fun game for Cool Math back in the day. That was always a really high quality game. I was never the biggest fan of this game, but I know a lot of people were, so I'm not gonna be super biased. I think most people would rank this below Duck Life. Personally, I put the C tier because I never really played it. I would never really come back to this game, but I know a lot of people like this, so I'm gonna put it right in front of the brick block game or whatever. All right, next game is the world's hardest game. We all know this one's a really fun game. Everybody played this game. It's one of my favorites, so I'm gonna be a little biased on this, and I know a lot of people like this game, so I think a lot of people will agree with me on where I put this. We'll put big screen, play game. What you need to do is you control this little square, and you have to navigate through the maze without getting hit by these little red balls like this, and you gotta get to the end. But it gets really hard towards the end. There's also these little tokens that you have to get in the middle to be able to pass. This is why it's the world's hardest game. It's pretty hard. I know a lot of people have beat this game. I think they do like speed runs on this game. Some people do. Like when I didn't want to do my homework, this is what I'd be doing. All right, but you guys understand the concept of the game. Me personally, I love this game. It's one of my favorites. So I'm gonna have to put this one S tier. I know a lot of people are gonna be mad at me, but I think it's an S tier game. It's always been around. I know it's a very low quality game, but it's just always served its purpose. It's always got me through study hall, or it got me through a class. So I'm gonna put this one S tier. This is one of my go-to games. All right, the next game is Learn to Fly. This is an OG, this is a classic. All right, Learn to Fly. This is honestly this is definitely in one of the top 20 games top 20 best games I've ever played in my life. I don't know if that's a hot take, but for its time, this was an amazing game. Learn to Fly. Oh, I love this game, man. This is what everybody would be playing in class. All right, so the concept of the game, you have this penguin, and it slides down this ramp, and once it hits the ramp, it goes up, and you gotta add different upgrades and different elements onto that penguin. So here, I'll just show you in the game. All right, so you have a glider. You can add rockets onto this penguin. That's what makes this game so unique. The more you fly, the more funds you get, and the more you can upgrade your penguin. All right, let's hit the ramp. I don't remember how to control the penguin, so let's buy our first glider. All right, I gotta control the angle so he can fly farther. Yeah, bang. Okay, and now you gotta control the penguin and try to get as far as you can with that glider. I don't know what to rank this one. I don't know which game I played more in high school. I think I might have played the world's hardest game more than I played Learn to Fly. I think I played it more. I don't know. This is a really hard one. I think I'm gonna put it S tier. I don't think it's above world's hardest game because that one's just always been around. It's always I'd probably play that one over Learn to Fly, but yeah, let's put it S tier, but let's put it behind world's hardest game. I think it's a good estimate. All right, let's move on. I think this is one of the most popular on Cool Math. It is the Motocross one. What you need to do is there's multiple different levels, and there's this little road path, and you have to try to complete the obstacles. Oh my goodness, that's loud. The concept of the game is you have a timer, and you have to try to complete the obstacle course as fast as you can, and the faster you do it, the more stars you get. So here, I'll show you. All right, you have this little bike, you can do some backflips, and I think that removes time. Yep, that removes time off of your run, which I'm not gonna have a good run because I started late, but I'm just kind of explaining how it works. If you, oh yeah, I forgot to mention it. If you crash, you have to go back to the checkpoint, and that's usually not good. I was always a perfectionist, so I always restarted every time that happened. Boom. All right, we completed the level. We got 0 stars because we completed it in 40 seconds. You guys get the point. All right, we'll rank this one. I don't know if this is S tier because I think this was not as good for its time because I remember it came out I think it came out after majority of these games because I don't really remember seeing it before all these I saw. I think I'm gonna put it A tier in front of Fireboy and Water Girl. I think I'm gonna put it right at A tier, right above them. I don't know. I think a lot of people are gonna be mad at me for this, but I think I gotta put it A tier. I know everybody knows this one, Parking Fury. We're gonna play Parking Fury. All right, so I think everybody knows the concept of this game. You just have to go park your car in these little areas, and you have to control your car, and if you hit the little barriers or hit anything, your total score goes down. So here, I'll show you. I'll hit a car, watch, the star goes down. I think if you get to 0 stars, you lose. This game's not as hard as some of the other ones. This game's a little easier. I think you guys understand how to play, and I think you guys remember this game. All right, Parking Fury. It wasn't always my go-to game, but it was always a game that I'd always come back to here and there. It wasn't always a game that I'd be like, oh, I really want to play that game, but if I was really bored of these other games, I'd come to it. So I think I'm gonna put it B. I'm surprised I haven't had any C tiers. Not above Duck Life. I'm gonna put it right here, right there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it right behind Duck Life. I think that's a good spot to put it. All right, I've only played this game maybe twice in my entire life. I wasn't really a big fan of this game in high school. All right, so I'm pretty sure the concept of the game is you have to go roll this ball, try to get stars, and you gotta jump and complete the obstacle course. I don't know why is level 1 so hard? And you get that score. Oh, okay, those are the things. If you hit them, you die, I'm pretty sure. I think those are the only things that can really kill you. Use that to roll up. All right, I think everybody understands the game. All right, I'm gonna be a little harsh on this one. I don't know if I'd put it above this game. I think this is our first C tier. Concept of the game's not very hard. I probably wouldn't play it. I probably wouldn't ever play it, but that's just me. I mean, I don't think it's F because I know a lot of people would play this game, but just me personally, I think this is C tier. I think we put it around C tier. All right, boys, now we have a game that everybody's played, and I know I've said that for a lot of them, but like this one people don't even play on Cool Math games. This one people will play just on their phone, just play regularly. Run. All right, let's jump right into it. All right, so basically this game, you have this little character and he runs throughout this maze. Do not want to fall into the galaxy. There's a little galaxy that surrounds this guy. It's pretty straightforward game, but it's really fun to play. Towards the end, it gets really hard. I think I've completed this game before. The more you go, the progressively it gets harder. So you guys understand it. I'm gonna put this one obviously S tier, no doubt about it. This game is probably one of the best. I think it's 100% above all of these games. All right, we'll move on to the next game. We have, I think that's Snake. This is a classic. Everybody's played the new version of Snake. This is the new version of Snake. You could just look it up, and I'm pretty sure you can play it. I think that the one on Cool Math Games is the original. Let me go to the actual game on Cool Math Games. So you guys kind of understand the concept. Okay, so you go around and you have to collect these little balls, and they make your snake longer. Okay, so the longer your snake gets, the harder it is because you're covering more surface area. So when you cover more surface area, the harder it gets to be able to navigate through the course. But it should progressively get a lot harder. We're gonna put this one I don't want to put C tier because it's not that bad. We'll put it right behind. We'll put it here. We'll put it here. I know a lot of people will be mad at me if I put it any lower than here. So we'll put it right at B tier behind all these games. I think these are all better games than this one. All right, boys, this is the last game. It's called Suka Watermelon Game. I don't even think I played this one before. Oh wait, yeah, I have. All you basically do is you gotta combine these little fruits and they get bigger over time. You try to get your score as high as possible before the tub overflows. And once the tub overflows, you lose, obviously, and you try to get as high a score as you can. Me personally, I don't really like this game. It's just not my kind of game. Low-key, I kind of want to put it behind this game. Yeah, we're gonna put it F tier. Anyways, that concludes our tier list for Cool Math games. I think this is a pretty good tier list. But if you disagree with me, just let me know in the comments and tell me what you think the tier list should look like. I think a lot of people are going to agree with my tier list. Besides, I think a lot of people are going to be mad at me for putting moto bike or what motocross bike A tier. But it is what it is. It's kind of my preference. Anyways, boys, thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope you guys aren't too mad at me for what I put on my tier list. And if you can, please go down there and drop a follow. It really helps. Peace.